Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome back to today's tutorial. So for today's tutorial, I'll be making this beautiful circle dress. It is very simple, trust me. And it's also beginners friendly. So if you want to know how to make this, keep watching. And do not forget to hit the like button. Okay, let's get it done. So for this dress, we'll be taking our bust measurement, and then we'll take our full length measurement, and then our back measurement, and the extension that has like a V shape in front. That's what I'm taking right here. I'm taking from the bust point to the point I want it to get to. And now this is the full length you're going to take, and now after that we're going to take the back measurement. So now I'll be using 2 yards of African print. If you want it a lot longer than it is in the photo, you have to use 3 yards or 3.5. It depends on how long you want it to be. So after folding it into 2, then I fold it like this, like in a triangle, and this is how I cut the front and the back. So this is the style inspiration. So what you want to take now is your bust measurement divided by 4, which mine was 8.25, I think, and then you just draw a line and place it right there. So I just added like 0.5 inch for sewing allowance. For the triangle extension, you're going to take from your bust point, you're going to take 6 inches all the way up, and then you connect it like I'm doing in the video, connecting it in a triangle way, and that's how it is. That's how it will come out. So what I'm doing here is just giving it a little bit of curve. After doing that, I'll take my full length measurement. I decided to use the entire Ankara length for my full length measurement. It wasn't so long because I just used 2 yards. So after doing that, I'm going to cut it out. So it automatically means I'm cutting both the front and the back together. So from the neck extension, my full length is 29.5 inches. So that's what I have. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that out, and then I'll label one side of the fabric as front, and I'll label the other side as back. You want to label the side that is not marked as front, because we still need to do some alterations for the back. So now for the back, I'm just going to cut out the straight line that has my bust point, and then I'm going to just measure to make sure that what I have there is what I took for my measurement, and then I added 0.5 inch for sewing allowance. That's all for the back. So now we have the front and the back pattern. So what we're doing next is cutting our facing. You're supposed to cut it on fold, but I didn't have enough fabric, so I had to find a way to cut it and then join it in the middle. So what I'm doing here is just placing my main fabric, and then I'll go ahead and cut it like that. I'm so sorry, I missed the tape. I thought I had it. So I'll do the same thing. I'll repeat the same thing for the back as well. I think the back is a lot more explainable. So that is what I'm doing in the back. Just follow what I'm doing in the video. Please note, you don't have to join the middle if you have enough fabric to cut on fold. So now we have all our pieces ready. Our front pattern, our back pattern, our facing, and then after this we're going to cut the rope, which we'll be using for the straps. So I also lost the tape for cutting the rope. So for the rope, you're just going to place it on your body and know how long you want it. For me, I measured 16 inches, and that's what I used for the rope. So now we're going to join the middle of our facing, because we do not have a whole fabric for the facing. So what I'm doing here, I'm just trying to cut out a little bit just to make sure that I'm satisfied with whatever I have, and then I'll go ahead and place my facing right sides facing each other, and then I'll go ahead and place my rope in the middle. Just place the rope in the way I want it before I go ahead and sew it round. Just watch what I'm doing in the video. So now you're placing the rope in between the facing and the fabric. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm just showing you guys how I'm doing it. So you're going to go ahead and sew it and then top stitch the facing like we usually do when you sew and top stitch the lining. So this is what I have right here. So I'm going to fix the rope to the back as well. Do not forget to iron, of course, and just follow exactly what I'm doing in the video. So before we go ahead and put the rope in between the facing and the main piece, we have to set it in a way that we are satisfied with. So what I'm doing here is just pinning it, and then I'll place my rope in between the lining and the main piece, and then this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to place where exactly I want the rope to be. So if you fold your fabric, you should measure 3.5 inches from the center back. That's where you want your rope to be. You want it to be perfect. So that's what I am doing right here. So I've gone ahead to sew it earlier, but I didn't like where the position of the rope was, so I had to loosen it and do it all over again. So that's what I did here, and you can see that I just measured it all over again and placed my rope where exactly I wanted it to be. Please do not forget to sew your facing and your make fabric together before you go ahead and join the sides of your dress. And this is where you should put your pocket if you want a pocket. I didn't have enough fabric, so I didn't bother putting any pockets. So after you do that, you go ahead and weave it if you have a weaving machine, and you're literally done with the dress. This is just me trying it out to make sure I'm satisfied with everything before going outside to style and take a video. So yeah. So using a belt is not bad at all. You can style it whichever way you want. How would you style yours? So do not forget to hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to like and share as well. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Happy sewing!